The stage has been set for a clash of Cajun 6 Titans. Welcome back, everybody, to the Cajun 6 Dynasty here. We've got UL Monroe against La Tech, a brewing rivalry between these two clubs, these two schools. We'll see how it all plays out. It's a rainy game here in Louisiana. Billy Tomlinson rushing here for 7 yards. Already up to 72 rushing attempts with over 500 yards rushing. It's been a nice season so far for the sophomore. And he's going to get another big gain right here. You can see last season he had a 6 yards per carry with a little near 500 yards. So he's definitely surpassed that from a season ago. Franklin Polanco with 14-yard catch here. First down and goal. Here's a pass to the end zone. That's Teo Gardner for a 9-yard touchdown. You can hear not very much excitement in my voice right now because it's an early lead, and we know that there's a lot of football left, and La Tech has a very good offense. We have a very good offense. There's going to be a lot of points, okay? There's going to be a lot of points. A little spoiler alert here for you guys early in this matchup. So Brian Young catching this thing for 7 yards. We got Damian Bruder with a nice block with the stiff arm right there. Good blocking from his offensive line, and Bruder's going to tie the game up 7-7. Let's jump ahead here to the very next play on the next possession for ULM. Trevon Vaden with a huge catch. One more tackler to beat, not going to miss him. But man, what a grab right there. Just out-manning everybody on that play. Here is Ferdinand Giroux trying to get it in the end zone. Looks like he did, but the 1-yard line monster is going to get him. So first down and goal here at the 1-yard line. Billy Tomlinson pushing himself into the end zone. Touchdown, ULM will take the lead. What's up with the graphic, by the way? 7 yards per carry, 100 some odd yards, no touchdowns? What is that? We just saw another graphic similar to that. I don't even know if I can trust these statistics. I don't even know. Was they talking like inside the red zone? No touchdowns? That's impossible. I know he had a couple touchdowns last year. But let's go to La Tech's next possession here, down by 7. Skip Branson able to get a couple there. 3rd down and 5, and a little quick hitter to Deshaun King for a 6-yard touchdown, so they'll tie this baby up. 7 of 8 for Skip Branson so far in the ballgame. A little blitz. They brought everybody. Looked like either Thunder Smoke. That was not in gauge 8. I don't think, anyway. But 1st and 10 here. Billy Tomlinson got a lane. Got a little juke move. Nobody's falling for that one, though. 13-yard pickup for the Warhawks. Little play-action play. There's Franklin Polanco with the missed tackle. Dives into the end zone. Nobody can tackle him there. 22-yard touchdown strike, and Polanco is having himself a pretty nice game so far. A lot of catches, a lot of yards, looking good, and so is our defense here. There goes Spence for the pick 6. Oh, that's got to hurt for La Tech. The one thing you can't do is give us extra points, especially on our defensive side. Our defense is sometimes suspect, big time, so you can't allow these things to happen. You can't give us more points on the defensive side. You gotta limit it to just the offense. No turnovers. You can't allow it to happen. So here's Bruder. This is what I'm talking about. Our defense. I don't know what happened. I can't explain it to you guys. I mean, we'll give you points. Our defense is a little leaky. We'll give you points. So you can't give the ball back to us off turnovers and allow us to score off of those, man. I don't know what it is about Revamped, guys. I do it in the Mac Team Builder Dynasty on my main channel. It's just frustrating. I take bad angles all the time, and I don't know if it's a speed thing, like it's a game speed slider or not, because when I remember in my time with the 360, when I'd be playing our dynasties that we had on the main channel, Ardmore, Big 12, that type of stuff, like I could make tackles. Like I could anticipate where people are going to be at, and where they're going to be, and where they're going. But here in Revamped, I have a very difficult time doing this. Like this. Like that needs to be a tackle. That has to be a tackle right there. We can't miss that ball carrier. Can't allow that to happen. So 35-28 with 20 seconds left on the clock. You know this offense can score at will. And that is exactly what we're going to do. Franklin Polanco, another touchdown for this guy. And that's good for 47 yards. Giroux is 17 of 18. He has not missed but one time. And that's a great play right there. Polanco's just making people miss all day long. 3rd down and 5 here for La Tech. They got to pick this thing up, but that's a nice hit right there to knock the ball loose. And it's 42-28. 4th and 5. Field goal attempt is good through the rain and the wind. It's a good kick, man. 2nd down and 4 here for ULM. We'll pick up a big time 1st down. Billy Tomlinson, good for 10. He's already up to 57 yards rushing at 7.1 a pop. So 3:28 left to go. Nice pass, little gun right there to Lucas Bannerman Jr. Another little play action here. Giroux looking for somebody open, and what a dot that was. I'm going to show you guys this on replay. Look how tight of a spiral that this throw was. Look how much zip that ball had. I mean, that linebacker could have put his hands up to pick that thing off, but take a look here. And then Polanco just ran right by the other guy. And nice block there by Bannerman. That's a beautiful throw. That's a great anticipation throw right there from Giroux. Just the only place that it could have been for Polanco. He scores again. Deshaun King, another touchdown for him. Skip Branson able to read the defense correctly there. We had deep zones. We had 2 deep zones for our safeties, and you can see at the hash marks we had 1 streaker going up, taking that safety away, and you can't be in 2 places at once. Tough call there. Look at Billy Tomlinson just fighting, just keep churning those legs. 25-yard rush, putting his total up to 10 rushes for 94. And because we felt bad, we're going to find Billy T right here. And he's going to get his touchdown that he so well deserved on that last play. But it's a passing touchdown. It's a receiving touchdown for him, so we'll take it. He helps Giroux. He helps himself. I love it. So 1st and 10 here is a deep bomb, and Noel with the INT. With 5 minutes in the 4th quarter, we could have a good return here. We need a block right there. We didn't get it. That would have been huge if we were able to spring him loose off that block. But 56-38, and then the costly INT. Some people in the stands probably thinking that probably should have been a PI, but the receiver was diving for it. So he was making an attempt there. And look at this throw. Look at this dot by Ferdinand Giroux all the way out there to Trevon Vaden. He is just absolutely money with the jump ball, man. Take one more look at where this ball was located here at the very back of the end zone, and somehow Trevon Vaden comes down with it. Perfectly thrown football from Giroux. Awesome attempt, awesome job by Trevon Vaden, and our defense is now locking it down here in a 63-38 game. Take one more look at this. Yeah, we've got Davis having the power of Darth Vader right there, using the Force to absolutely drill Damian Bruder. But Deshaun King gets a touchdown, okay? But in a 63-45 game with 10 seconds, do we want to put 70 on you? Yes, we do, but only on that play. If we were able to get it in the end zone, great. If not, let it go. Let it go. It would have been nice to put 70 on him, but we get to the 1-yard line. Don't call a timeout. Just let the clock go. 63-45 game. We did enough damage, I would think, to let everybody know. Let La Tech know that we're the masters of the Cajun 6 conference, okay? We're the masters of it. You can't compete. You can't compete. So really, the objective now for ULM, don't lose another conference game, because La Tech, they're still a good team. They're still a very good team. If they get to a point where they've got 1 loss on their schedule and we've got 1 loss, we would end up winning the tiebreaker here in that situation. We don't play a conference championship game inside this conference, which I don't know if I can manually do that, or like I can rig that. I don't want to say rig, but like if I can manually create a conference championship game, I don't know if I can do that for our conference or not. You guys have to let me know, anybody that does like a lot of the DB editor stuff with College Football Revamped, the mod. But yeah, we can't lose another game. We can't lose 2 games. La Tech, if they end up getting with 1 loss here and it was against us, we got 2 losses in conference, then they would end up winning the Cajun 6 conference. Problem is, it's a long season left to go. This is our first Cajun 6 conference game, so there's still some good teams out there. Southern's not too bad. They've got a good offense with Marquise Hendricks. Grambling State's a lot better. They're currently undefeated. UL Lafayette, or Louisiana with Elliott Sandage, they've got a good offense as well, so they can hang too. Tulane, Duke DeClerc, not terrible. Their offensive game is pretty strong there with their really good wide receivers. They've got a lot of custom wide receivers out there too. So Cajun 6 play is a little bit competitive, a little bit more competitive than it has been in the last couple of seasons, with the other schools like Grambling and Southern and Louisiana. So it is going to be interesting once we start going forward here in the latter weeks. We've got week 10, week 11, week 12 to show you next time. But let's take a look at the box scores here. We've got Tulane beating Grambling State. I just said that Grambling was undefeated, and now we get to look at Tulane and what Duke DeClercq did. The freshman quarterback, has he finally kind of gotten his sea legs underneath him? As a freshman quarterback, there's a lot of growing pains. There's a lot of learning that needs to be done on the job training, if you will. And going up against a more veteran quarterback, Jose Cheltenham, had one touchdown today. 233, 19 and 29. Duke DeClercq, 23 of 41 for 272, but he had 2 picks, but still found a way to win the football game. I like what I'm starting to see out of Duke DeClercq. He played admirably against LSU, and Grambling puts themselves in a situation now with this loss. They put themselves in the thick of it with La Tech. So again, like, you can't have 2 losses and expect to win the conference championship when you've got teams that can go undefeated like La Tech or like ULM, right, in Cajun 6 play. So really what these 2 teams have to hope for, if you're Grambling or if you're La Tech, you got to hope that somehow, some way, ULM or Tulane, Tulane and ULM finds a way to start losing games and start having the rest of these other Cajun 6 teams beat up on themselves. That could easily happen though too. But UL Lafayette, they get a nice win here over Arizona. They push themselves up to a ranked team now as number 25, getting a 31-21 victory over Arizona. That's a good win for Louisiana. Very good win. They might be a dark horse team, so just kind of watch out for them. So Tulane and La Tech. Next time I see you guys, we're going to get this matchup. Huge game for both squads. I cannot understate this. If Tulane goes to 2-0, they're in the mix. They're in the mix. If they can beat La Tech, that's basically a death sentence for La Tech. You only play 5 games in Cajun 6 play because there's 6 teams. You would be the 6th team at that point. So there's only 5 opponents to play against. Grambling State would also get a death blow if they lose to ULM. So we cannot take them lightly. They got a good quarterback in Jose Cheltenham, some good receiving weapons. Running game is really good as well. They got a dual back set that's very tough. Jelani Jenkins and Wendell Hamilton. And there's a couple of good defensive players too with Prince Smith and Ozenbaugh as linebackers. So they're going to be tough. They're going to be a tough team to handle. But Grambling State, if you can beat ULM, you kind of save your season at 1-1, and then you get Louisiana. That would be their first game in Cajun 6 play. So basically anything's on the table for both of those teams. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how this shakes out in week 10 and what we're looking at here for week number 11, who's still alive and who isn't, right? So the next time I see you guys, we'll do week 10 action. We'll do week 11 sim. This will not be in gameplay. This will be simmed, and just let the sim gods do their work, right? Depending on kind of what happens in week 10, I'm going to make a decision, I think. Maybe that's the best way to go about it, because whatever happens in week 10 kind of sets the stage here for week 11. If Grambling goes to 0-2, if we beat them in week 10, if they go to 0-2 against Louisiana, I think that's worthy of a sim game. Again, that's kind of a death sentence. It's a death blow. There's really no reason to show it. But in week 12, I think that we have to show Grambling State and Southern. That's always that big-time rivalry game. We have to show that one. We got 2 ranked opponents with Louisiana against La Tech. They're also in week number 12. Then in week 13, we got some Cajun 6 play towards the latter half of the season now. So yeah, a lot of big weeks coming up here, guys. That's it for the video. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you guys over the weekend. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.